comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee and panel.
It is Coffee In here on WOON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. It's Tuesday morning. How about that? November the 25th.
That must mean Ed's
Thanks.
here.
That means Ed's Carew is here. Let's see. Where's Ed Carew? There's Ed Carew. Hi, Ed.
Hello.
How are you there today?
I'm fine. How are
Doing
you?
good. They're doing all right. Linda Tebow could not be with us today. That's too bad. She got something else had come up. So, but we believe Linda will be with us next week. But filling in admirably, here's AJ Brissett from the Do You Remember program.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. There is no Do You Remember program today.
There's no.
Surprise. We got the call. We got the email. Gary
That's okay,
Smith.
because I didn't remember it.
Gary's not feeling well today, so but he plans to be here tomorrow.
Well, I could fill in for him.
Yeah, but now no one else is coming, so wouldn't go well. All right, the first segment sponsor, Coffee In, is the Carew Investment Group. So, Ed, over to you for a first message.
Okay, thanks, Joe. Good morning, everyone. Ed Carew here of the Carew Investment Group at 2190 Mendon Road in Cumberland, Rhode Island. Our telephone number is 765-8880. At the Carew Investment Group, we offer personal management of investment accounts. Depending on what you're looking for, we can put together a program to provide you with current income, a 401k rollover, or growth for the future. We can put together that program to assist you with your goals. We've been in the business of investing for clients for over 38 years, since 1987, helping people just like you with their investments. So give us a call at 765-8880. Securities are offered through Bolton Global Capital, member FINRA and SIPC, and advisory services offered through Bolton Global Asset Management, a registered investment advisor.
All right, Ed. Okay, so things on the stock market this week, a little slow,
This week?
Yes.
Yes, it's going to be slow, yeah.
Because, yesterday was probably your normal day. Today's going to be a normal day, but starting tomorrow.
Tomorrow is going to be a slow day. They're going to hit the road early.
Yep.
Thursday we're closed, and Friday is a half day.
Half a day. So,
Yep.
okay.
So,
And people are just like, well, it's nice to be here, but who knows what we're going to get done, right? Well, we're only here for, look at that, only 2 more hours.
yeah, right.
So just kind of a slow, your normal slow Thanksgiving week is just the way it is.
Yeah.
Okay. We brought it up yesterday. Did you guys notice that, it used to be the Wednesday before Thanksgiving was always the big travel day if you were traveling somewhere. It seems to be that has just, people just keep backing it up and backing it up. And now, not that it's the most travel day of the year, but it seems like everyone just, if you're going to go to Florida, if you're going to go to California or Texas or wherever, to fly somewhere to visit family, you're taking off on Monday or Tuesday of Thanksgiving week and just taking the whole week off.
This whole week has been busy with traffic. You're right, though. It used to be Wednesday, but now it's the whole week.
Yeah.
There's a heck of a lot of traffic this morning coming
Yeah,
up from...
I did
Oh, yeah?
too. And isn't it interesting that gas has gone up about 30 cents in the last 2 weeks?
Ed, why is that?
I don't know.
Happens around the holidays all the
course,
time.
of
Because,
course.
are people going to be traveling? Well,
Travel time.
Yep. Although we did have the story yesterday that more people are taking the train. If you've got a shorter drive, let's say you're just going to go to New York City, let's take the train as opposed to flying, or a bus, because they just don't want to deal with the headaches and the heartburn you get at the airports. We just don't want to deal with the multitudes of people that have to get through TSA. Are you going to be there? Are you there in time and like that? So they just said, let's,
I can
Amtrak's
see why,
not that bad.
I can see why people do that. However, trains are expensive.
I've noticed that too. They weren't the great savings you had from airplane mode of transportation. So they are, maybe slightly less, but not huge savings. Maybe you save $10, maybe, depending on where you're going. But people, and some people are afraid to fly. There are those people too that just, oh no, you're not getting me in the air.
Well, at least the trains don't charge you for luggage.
Well, that's nice too. All right.
Not yet, anyway.
Not haven't got around to it yet.
Hopefully no one's listening. From
What? We can charge for luggage? All right. Some days there's a lot of news stories that things are going on either in Rhode Island or in nearby Mass or nationally. And other days you look at what we get for news and like, wow, it must be a slow news day. So we're looking at a slow news day. When the story comes in that Taylor Swift is going to have her wedding in Westerly, it's just not a huge news story. It's like, well, especially since it's going to be next summer. It's
Well, to Taylor Swift fans, it is.
I guess.
Have you ever seen her place in Westerly?
I've seen overhead shots on the news. It's a huge house right on the water, so yes, but have I gone there to take a look at it? No. It just doesn't affect me. And
You mean you've never been invited to take a tour?
never. I'm waiting for the wedding invitation.
I thought
to
you were
come.
in the in crowd.
I'm expecting.
When is she
wedding
getting
invitation.
married?
It's next year sometime. Can't do it now. It's football season. Travis is otherwise occupied in Kansas City. So I always heard. So we got to fit it in after the Super Bowl, which is February, and before training camp opens in August.
Yeah.
So we're looking at June or July or May of next year. But I don't have an actual date. I think they're going to keep that on the down low.
Yeah.
To keep the amount of paparazzi away. So it's going to be a secret, probably, until you see a lot of people flying into Green Airport. What are all these people coming in from L.A.?
Yeah, they would do well to keep it low.
I think they will. So anyway,
It's like when I got married, we kept it low.
very low. Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't want a lot of people to know.
Didn't want a lot of people to know.
Smart thinking. Smart thinking. No paparazzi. No.
Not one.
But according to some newspapers that are reporting this, people are down there doing the landscaping now at the house, and they're filling up a garden with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of flowers. That's when you know you have a lot of cash. If you're just going to waste it on flowers.
Well, it's better to put in $100,000 worth of flowers than what Mrs. Trump did in his first term, was take out all of those trees that have been there for 100 years or more, trees that were given to this country by other countries. She just totally tore up the garden.
Was this
So
to
I'd
make
rather-
room for something else?
Yeah, she wanted her flowers in there.
Oh, okay. But doesn't every administration do something
Yeah, but
to
you know,
turn things up?
There should be some things that,
Shouldn't move? Can we move the Washington Monument? It's in the way.
that's it.
No, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, we got to draw the line somewhere. So, well, it seems like every administration, and maybe First Lady, wants to put their stamp on them being there.
I
This
can
is
see
what I've
doing
done.
that, but to tear out something that
Well,
I think has a lot of, if nothing more, sentimental value.
Okay.
Trees that have been there 100 years, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
It would be like them tearing down all the cherry trees in D.C.
All the cherry blossoms. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now back to Thanksgiving for a minute.
Ooh.
Because I always ask that about look closer to Thanksgiving, and I don't know if I've asked Ed this question ever on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, but now that I wrote it down, I've remembered. So here we go. Thanksgiving dinner, cranberry sauce or no on the cranberry sauce?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, out of the can or real?
Either.
AJ?
Can.
All right, and the jellied kind?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, yes, that's me too. I know other people that hate this stuff. In fact, everyone in my family hates it. So the whole can
Is yours.
is mine. I don't have to share it.
Well, I'm like
with
Ed.
anybody.
I would go either way with
Yeah.
the type, but it has to be jellied.
Okay, I bought the wrong kind last year, and there's the jellied kind, and then there's jellied with cranberries in it.
Right.
I'm like, oh, I don't like this. It's got to be the one with the artificial sweetener and plenty of sugar.
Well,
But that's just me.
Did you ever drink just pure cranberry juice? Unsweetened cranberry juice?
No.
It is
Tart, right?
extremely bitter.
Bitter,
Yeah.
okay.
It is.
Tart, bitter, call it what you want.
All right. But okay. No, I've never done that. The only time I did it close to that, I had maybe a mouthful of pure grapefruit juice, and that was awful. that was pretty bad.
Yeah, some grapefruit
It's like, oh my
are
god,
sweet, but
I don't-
most of them are not.
I don't want that. So, all right.
Well, you
And,
should try a cupful of turpentine
Yeah, that's
sometime.
that's a great
You got to
idea.
remember,
What?
up until a year and a half ago, I had cranberry bogs in my backyard.
I know you did. Yeah.
You know? Just go out there and scoop them up.
And have they ever removed? I don't know. You're not in that area anymore, but we had the wind turbine propeller, for lack of a better word, fell off in Plymouth and fell into a cranberry bog.
Yeah.
Did they ever go get it?
I don't know.
They were talking about waiting.
Yeah, well, they had already harvested the cranberries.
Oh, okay,
a
good.
week or two before,
So there's
which
no
is
need.
a good thing. So there was nobody out there.
Nobody in the bog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know they were waiting for some reason to go actually pick it up, and I don't know if it was a safety issue or not or whatever. But okay. So let's see. Moving on to other. So we're all in agreement. If cranberry sauce is thumbs up, but it's got to be jellied. All right. See, I knew I liked you, AJ. All right. Other things going on. It's getting worse and worse down at Rogers High School in Newport. They first arrested 2 people for an alleged assault on a special needs student. A couple of football players down there. They've now arrested 2 more for the same thing. Alleged assault on a special needs student. So we're up to 4 people. 4 kids. 2 16-year-olds, a 14-year-old, and a 17-year-old.
That school has
have
been
all
a
been
problem for a while, on and off.
But with the football team, usually the problems are with other students and not with the athletes. But this is, or is it just you just hear more about it now due to social media and stuff? And because that's where the cops are getting their evidence. It's all from kids. Everyone whips out the phone and films everything.
Yeah.
Instead of stopping stuff.
Well, look at the
they
problems
film it.
they've had at the Woonsocket High School.
There's problems there. There's the problems at Smithfield High. Now we get the problems at Rogers High.
Yep.
So the alleged incident took place in a school in the locker room. Police began their investigation after viewing cell phone videos of the incident. The investigation remains active, so there might be more arrests coming for this thing. The only thing I've heard for discipline, by the way, is since all 4, well, I know the first 2 that were arrested, they were kicked off the football team. They've only got one more game, and it's Thursday. All right, what's the big deal? And it's basically an exhibition game anyway, so all right, you don't play in that game. Oh well.
Yeah.
The other 2, I don't know what they'll face as of yet, but we shall see. So, all right. Down in New York City, speaking of New York City, a 23-year-old man from Pawtucket was stabbed in Times Square and died. By the way, that's the important part here. Well, maybe it wasn't Times Square. I don't know how well. Who knows New York City very well?
Haven't been there in a long time.
Intersection of West 49th Street and 7th Avenue. Any idea?
No.
All right. Davon Silva happened around 1 in the morning, Monday morning. According to the New York police, Silva suffered stab wounds to his back and thigh. He was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. No word on the suspect, and police say their investigation there is ongoing as well.
What was the event? What was the incident?
I think
what
he was
the
just
cause?
I think he was just visiting. He wasn't there for any real specific reason other than to visit whoever he was there.
So he was just attacked,
That's what it looks like right now.
a random attack.
But the NYPD haven't let out any more information. Maybe he was targeted. We don't know. Maybe he was there for bad reason. They haven't said yet. So, but if you're on the street at 1 in the morning in New York City, do you want to be on the street in New York City at 1 in the morning?
Not now.
Unless he was going from one place to another. Maybe he was going from a club, let's say, to back to his hotel or back to a friend's house.
I wouldn't want to be in New York City any time of the day. I do not like New York City.
How many times have you been there?
A number of times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ed, how many times have you been to New York City?
A number of times, and I
Okay.
lived there for a
did you?
month and a half.
Okay. Did you
when
feel
I-
safe?
when I was playing in the band?
Right in New York City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you-
65th.
Did you feel safe
Yeah.
in the city? Okay.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
was a long time ago. That was.
Oh, I know it was a long time ago.
You know,
so
it was
60s, right?
We used to come back from playing,
Yeah.
and after you've played, you don't come home and go to bed right away. I mean,
No,
you're
you
all
don't.
hyped up.
Right.
We used to go walking in Central Park
Wow.
until like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah. All right.
It
Were there a lot of people there?
No.
Well,
But
there'd be-
there weren't any people that we didn't want to see either.
How long were you in the band?
Well, that band was about 2.5, 3 years maybe.
What did you play?
Lead guitar.
So But they would be. But you were in a group walking in Central Park. So
Two or three guys. I mean, we were like,
But you were by
we were
yourself.
5 or 6 guys.
All right.
But 2 or 3 of us would go out. And
Okay.
Were Simon and Garfunkel there?
they weren't there.
Not in 1 in
They
the
were
morning.
popular, but they weren't there.
All right, I did hear this right. The man from Pawtucket, he was killed in Times Square. That's where West 49th Street and 7th Avenue are. He was also beaten with a baseball bat, and then stabbed in the back and the thigh.
Did it say how old he was?
23.
Yeah, you did say that,
Okay.
right?
They rushed him to Bellevue Hospital. That's where he was pronounced dead. Okay, police believe an argument may have led to the deadly beatdown and stabbing. One of the suspects was wearing all black, and another had a purple sweater on and black ski mask, and the third was wearing a black jacket. I don't know how they have this information. I don't know if there was a witness or what. But if you've got information, not that we would have information, the NYPD would want to speak to you. So maybe someone did see what's going on. How do you know it's purple at 1 in the morning, unless you're under a light? How can you tell purple from black at 1 a.m.? Unless you got really good eyes. I don't know. But it makes you wonder what led to that. And I always heard it as information. If you are going to be in New York City or any big city, this will work in any big city, you should really carry a decent amount of cash on you. Like always have $100 on you. And you know why?
No, I don't know why.
You know why, Ed?
So that they take $100 from you and leave you alone.
That's right. If they're going to bother to mug you, they want it to be worth their while. And so if you don't have enough money, if you only have $10 on you, they beat you up for not having enough money. If you have 100, they're just going to take the money and leave.
Can I borrow 100? I want to go to a big city.
I said, in the craziness of that, it actually makes sense. Now, is this true of every mugger? Maybe not, but maybe someone would be happy to get $10. I don't know. But I heard that from an NYPD detective. Yeah, always carry a decent amount on you, and the off chance that you do get mugged, and that way you can give them the money. They'll be happy they got a decent amount of cash out of you, and that way they won't beat you up.
Well, I think if you carry a lot of money on you, that almost ensures you're going to be mugged.
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. All right, we're going to take our first break here on the Coffee AM program. So more is coming your way, but Ed, time for a second message from the Carew Investment Group.
Okay, thanks again, Joe. Good morning again, everyone. Ed Carew here of the Carew Investment Group. Are you retired or retiring soon? Well, that's great. Congratulations. You may be retiring, but your money can't afford to retire. I'm Ed Carew of the Carew Investment Group at 2190 Mendon Road, Suite 3 in Cumberland, Rhode Island. At the Carew Investment Group, we offer personal investment management of client money, especially from the proceeds of their 401k distribution after they leave the workforce. So to find out more about our services and for professional management of your investments, you can call me or Paul at 765-8880. Securities are offered through Bolton Global Capital, member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through Bolton Global Asset Management, a registered investment advisor.
All right, Ed, thanks. More of Coffee and coming your way. Please stay tuned.
OM 1240.
You can drive home in a brand new Buick or GMC by coming to Tasker Buick GMC in Woonsocket. Right now, the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Crew Cab with a TurboMax engine has 0% APR for well-qualified buyers. All 2025 Buick models, Envision, Encore GX, Envista, and Enclave have 0.9% APR for well-qualified buyers, plus no monthly payments until next year. Stop in for a test drive today to Tasker Buick GMC, 55 Fortin Drive, Woonsocket. Visit TaskerBuickGMC.com. You will be satisfied.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
The Coffee AM panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
It is Coffee In here on ON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here along with Ed Carew. AJ Brissett from the Do You Remember program is here. A programming note, no Do You Remember today. Gary is not feeling well. So down in Providence, how about this for just perfect timing, by the way. The elementary school called Highlander Charter School in Providence, they were closed, let's see, when did this come out? They were closed yesterday, and they're closed today because there's a teacher strike. Well,
Just at that school?
just at that school, because it's a charter school, okay?
Right.
Officials at the Rhode Island's first independent charter school claim the teachers union has refused mediation in contract negotiations. They described the job action as an unnecessary and irresponsible disruption for students and their families. However, the union claims bargaining is at a standstill over wage and health care issues. But here, what I'm thinking is talk about timing. Okay, we took yesterday off, and now we're taking today off. Are we going to have class tomorrow and then take Thursday and Friday off? Can't tell me this wasn't planned.
Every move is perfectly planned.
I don't know why they just didn't say we should go to work on Monday and then strike on Tuesday, Wednesday, and have Thursday, Friday off.
Right.
I don't know why we split it up here in the middle to make it look good. Are we really trying, kind of things? Like Ed said, this was perfectly planned. That we're going to do this on this week, and that looks doable. Okay. All right, but they want more money. So, and it's just that school, AJ. It's not like the whole Providence school system is closed down. So, it happens every now and then. Speaking of schools, and since you live in the town, have they started building anything for the new high school in Pawtucket, or is it still just big open land? And maybe there's a hole in the ground. Have they started anything over there?
No, it's still this big open land that's kind of muddied.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Big
the rains.
puddles all over the place. Everything's been level, but that's it.
Okay. Yeah, the stadium's down, and the football field is gone, and the fence is still around it. I'm sure, but
And the roast house is gone.
They've closed. That's right. But I just wonder, when do they plan on starting? Is it just too late in the season now? Is the ground too cold? And we'll just, now we and it's going to get colder. So now we'll just wait till the spring, and then we'll actually start in earnest when we start building this high school?
Who knows? I mean, there are other construction sites that are busy this time of year.
Yeah. So I don't know why they just haven't started over there in
I
Pawtucket.
don't know. Look at I-195. I mean, what's going on with that?
What, with the bridge?
Yeah. Anybody working there?
I don't know. I avoid that area religiously,
Yeah, I do
really,
too.
if I can. They say they're working on it, but it's been close to 2 years now, and still there.
There'll probably be at least two more.
What,
And the school is supposed to open when? 2027?
I thought it was 2027. I said, well, we got to get a move on here. I've seen the architectural drawings of what the school is going to look like. Looks beautiful, but shouldn't we start actually building it? I worry about that over here at Barry Field too, because they're building an elementary school over there, and all I've seen so far is big heaps of dirt.
Maybe it'll be an inflatable school.
Maybe, that'll be nice. So, all right, the thing with the Washington Bridge maybe this bugs most Rhode Islanders, because remember it was a couple of years ago in Baltimore where the ship hit the bridge and it collapsed into the Chesapeake Bay. That bridge was up. The new bridge was up and carrying cars. It seemed like within a month. We got a new one in and we got it going.
Right.
This thing in East Providence, it's still there because of just a lot of what I think, just a lot of stupid things, because I don't know if it was a state law or environmentalists came in, because the question was, why don't we just blow it up and dump it into the Providence River? Well, we can't do that. Why not? Well, someone doesn't want us to, and I don't know who someone is. I don't know if it's the state government or some group or whatever. So we can't do it that way. So we're going to do it the long way? Yes, is what it comes down to.
It's politics. I mean, they're still arguing about who's at fault there.
Oh, I know. Peter Alviti went before the subcommittee there and blamed everybody but himself.
Right.
No, it's that guy's fault. It's that guy's fault.
I mean, look at that. Look at the housing that they built, the small houses that they built for the low-income people. Look how long that took.
In Providence?
It took a year more than it was supposed to.
That happened up here in Woonsocket, close to, with the new homeless shelter.
Right.
The Open Doors people that run the one in Pawtucket are up here running the one in Woonsocket, and it took at least an extra 6 months to get everything up and running.
It took forever.
It's like, why is it
not
going faster? So
yeah.
The other thing going on here in Woonsocket is, and people are complaining about, is hey, we have this new homeless shelter. We don't know if anyone's using it because people are starting to see the homeless encampments pop up again. Of course, you see them a lot easier because now all the leaves are off the trees, so they're much easier to spot.
Yeah.
And they say, well, have they always been there, or now have they just all come back for whatever reason? I don't know what the answer is there. And I've talked to a few people, and they just said, well, the people that want to stay in the encampments don't want to go over to Open Doors because they don't want to abide by all their rules. They want to be able to smoke their cigarettes or vape inside the building, and that's one of the no-nos. You can't do that.
You know, don't generalize there. I mean,
no, it's not everybody, but it's some.
Yeah. I used to work for a housing authority, and we took in a homeless man who had been on the street for quite a long time. Real nice guy. And the people that lived in the building where he was, where his apartment was, hated the guy because of their biases about homeless people. He wasn't a drug addict. He wasn't an alcoholic. He was a nice guy, had a bike, used to ride his bike around. Well, he was harassed so much by the tenants that he went back out on the street.
No kidding.
I could not talk him into staying, and I could not talk the other tenants into leaving him alone. Yeah.
Wow.
I felt so bad.
That's bad. I'm sure that happens at other places as well.
Yeah. But I mean, it wasn't the rules, it wasn't the regulations,
no.
It wasn't. Okay. It was just he was being harassed so much
continuously. Yeah. Wow. All right. Once again, don't have the real answers.
Oh, Joe, I was hoping you'd have the answers.
No one listens to me though, and when I have good answers, and no one. Nah, we're not going to do that, Joe. Anyway, I saw this on the news the other night. Maybe you saw it as well. They at a Boston construction site, they dug up what they thought was a human skull. Did you see this on the news?
Yeah.
Did you see it, AJ? And okay, now they're showing it on the news. And Ed, you're gonna have to believe me on this. I was watching it and I'm looking at it. I said, "There's no way that's real," and I was right. Yep. Officials say a skull found encased in concrete at a Boston construction site has been deemed as fake. The object was found last week at the Black Falcon Terminal. I guess that's in the Seaport District, and appeared it could be a human skull. The Suffolk District Attorney's Office reports that the medical examiner's office has investigated and determined that it was a fake item. Workers were saw cutting along the pier when the item was discovered. I don't know what about it made me say it was fake. I thought that the eyes were too large. I thought that was part of it. I said, this just looks like a fake skull. And there was no other part to it. I said, nah, you're gonna find that this thing is, I don't know, but they don't say what it was made out of. You know. I
wonder how it got there, or who put it there, and why.
As a joke.
You don't have the answers for this, Joe?
Who put it there? That's a little tough. Although I did hear, if you want to do this as a joke, if you have like a crawl space in your house, you know, you can't do it now because all the Spirit of Halloween stores have closed. You go buy like a 6-foot plastic skeleton and like semi-bury it in your crawl space. and then just leave it there.
With a hand sticking up.
A hand and part of the skull.
Or a foot.
And then, you move or whatever, or pass away or whatever, and then whoever's new comes in, and they'll see it and freak out. Oh my God, we got to call everybody down.
I love it.
And they say, "No, it's just plastic." I said, so it's a joke that takes years to complete. So.
Right.
Now that is something I would do, but I haven't done it yet. So there we go. Let's see. So it's already started. We had to have 2 Massachusetts residents were rescued up in New Hampshire, climbing mountains. Devin Machado and Alexandra Castro of Somerset, Mass. were unprepared. That's always the problem.
Surprise, surprise.
Snowy and frigid conditions while hiking Mount Monadnock on Sunday.
You know, Mount Monadnock is the second most climbed mountain in the world.
No.
Second only to Mount Fuji.
Is it just because it's an easy climb? Is that?
No, it's not an easy climb.
No?
I've climbed it.
Okay. Is it near? How close is it to Mount Washington?
It's
is
not
it part of the range.
It's not that close to Mount Washington.
Okay. Anyway, the pair, who are in their early 20s, had to call 911 and ask for help. They were safely escorted off the mountain. Hours later, they did not suffer any injuries, although they were probably pretty cold. Makes you wonder, what do they get charged to for the rescue?
If the rescue was determined that it was their own negligence, they do charge them.
Well, if they called 911, it would be their own negligence, wouldn't it? Help come get us?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, if one of them were injured.
Okay, but they weren't.
They weren't. So
Yeah.
it sounds as though, at least on the surface, that
Yeah.
it was their negligence, in which case they would be charged.
If you go up and
For the rescue.
if you're unprepared, because you never know when it's going to start snowing up there, and it got really cold, and you're up there in shorts and a t-shirt, oh, it's a nice day, and at 10 in the morning.
Do you know
But
that
at
Mount
noon-
Washington is the most dangerous small mountain in the world?
Yeah, because the weather conditions can change in
Yeah.
an instant up there. So you gotta be careful.
I hiked it one September with my grandson, and it
We
was
hope you're
80
prepared.
degrees down at the
At the base.
base.
What was
sunny.
it at the top?
We got to the top. It was 40 degrees.
It's quite a drop.
The wind was howling.
Mm-hmm.
It was raining so hard that the rain was blowing sideways, and there was a fog, so you couldn't see
Wow.
hardly anything in front of you.
Now, did you hike back down, or did you
No,
take the
couldn't.
Cog railway?
The weather was too bad.
Too bad.
We wanted to hike down, but
Yeah.
not
They
in
wouldn't-
those conditions.
They wouldn't let you. All right. Break time once again here in the Coffee AM program. More coming up. Time for the forecast, which is being brought to you by Unbound.org.
Mostly cloudy skies today with a high near 54 degrees. Tonight, rain and plenty of it. Chance of rain is 90%. A quarter to half an inch of rain is possible overnight, an overnight low of 45 degrees. Wednesday's weather, 60% chance of rain likely, mainly in the morning. Otherwise cloudy all day, high of 61 degrees. Another quarter of an inch is possible during the day on Wednesday. Wednesday night, rain tapers off. Clouds gradually becoming partly cloudy. Skies in 38 degrees overnight on Wednesday night. Thanksgiving Day, mostly sunny skies and a high of 45. Breeze from the west up to 25 miles per hour. Friday, mostly sunny with a high of 41. Saturday, sunshine and 40. Sunday, sunshine and 46. And Monday, a 40% chance of rain, more clouds than sun, with a high of 49 degrees on Monday.
Outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio on the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street, we do have cloudy skies and a temperature reading of 37. A girl in Kenya dreams of becoming a doctor. An elder in Guatemala dreams of being part of a community. Reach out and change the world, and it will change your own at unbound.org.
When it comes to emergency service for plumbing and heating, you can't beat C.J. Nemus, 37 Corey Street in Woonsocket. C.J. Nemus offers over 15 years of experience and is licensed in both Rhode Island and Massachusetts. C.J. Nemus offers complete heating system service, plumbing, water heaters, plus drain and sewer cleaning. Remember that senior citizens receive a 10% discount. So give Charlie a call today at C.J. Nemus, 769-4776. They're registered with the Better
Better Business Bureau. They're a master plumber with quality service. It's the only way and the best way. With C.J. Nemus. Call today, 769-4776 for C.J. Nemus.
Since its founding, the Valley Breeze has been the trusted source for local news in the Blackstone Valley. Our readers and advertisers understand that shining a light on all aspects of our communities and doing it with some of the best local journalism makes these cities and towns better places. We believe that truth should triumph over rumors and misinformation. See valleybreeze.com or any of our 5 editions for more on how you can be part of this local news success story. The Valley Breeze, making our community stronger by telling their stories.
All right, it is Coffee In here on WOON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here with Ed Carew and A.J. Brissett. Linda Tebow could not be with us this week. So, as we all know, the New York Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani met with President Trump.
Oh, whoopee.
It was it was a very, very, very cordial event from what I saw, from what they let you see. I thought it was funny that what you saw was Trump sitting at the desk and they didn't have a chair for Zohan. He had to stand. But anyway, the reason I bring it up is they've asked Boston Mayor Michelle Wu, hey, you want to meet with Trump? And she's like, no. Nope. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu says the recent meeting with Trump and Mamdani is not inspiring her to have a similar meeting. Wu said she has no interest in a, quote, bromance with the federal regime. So where does she stand? Wu says she would only agree to a similar meeting with the president if he met a list of her demands. These would include a stop to illegally seizing residents off the street, an end to prosecuting political enemies, and no more targeting of life-saving research and funding. Okay,
there you go.
I don't think the president is going to agree to any of that. So.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Let's see. Do anything else? What else is going on? This is what you need for your Thanksgiving. All right, we're going to bring back to Thanksgiving dinner. You get your turkey, you get your mashed potatoes, you get the gravy, you got the cranberry sauce, right? Okay. Some people like green bean casserole. Not a big fan of that, but some people like it. Do you know one of the reigning side dishes is mac and cheese? Do you have mac and cheese as a side dish?
No.
It's become like the second most favorite. Not sure why.
Wow.
I don't know. Someone's did some research. And,
yeah.
Stuffing comes in number 1. Mashed potatoes comes in 2. I think green bean casserole is 3. But then it's mac and cheese. I've never had mac and cheese.
I'm with you on the green bean casserole.
Not a big fan. No. But I've never even had mac and cheese as an offering. But it seems to be the new thing. But anyway,
you're going to the WOON Thanksgiving dinners.
I must be. But just in time for Thanksgiving, the ketchup people Heinz, they now have what we all need: turkey gravy in a squeeze bottle. Can you see it? Can you picture it? I'm sure it's yummy.
I'm not a gravy person.
No. The company says the launch was inspired by Friends' famous Moist Maker Sandwich, I guess the Friends TV show. The new squeezable gravy is made for Thanksgiving leftovers and comes in a kit that can be ordered online. The Heinz Leftover Gravy Kit includes a squeezable bottle of its classic turkey gravy and a recipe card for preparing what's billed as the ultimate Thanksgiving leftover sandwich. So they don't want you to have it on the meal. They want it for afterwards. Details on the limited edition kit are available at walmart.com if you want to go take a look. But I'm thinking if it's in a squeeze bottle, that means the gravy must be cold or room temperature at best and not hot. Now, AJ says he's not a gravy person. Ed, gravy person?
Yes.
Okay. Don't you like your gravy hot?
Yes.
So do I. Cold doesn't sound appetizing at all.
Yeah, but if it's for a sandwich...
It still wouldn't taste good unless you heat up the sandwich.
Yeah.
I guess. But I like cold turkey sandwiches.
Well, so what's the problem?
Well, I don't. If I have my cold turkey sandwich, I don't want cold gravy on the cold turkey.
Well, put mayonnaise on it.
Well, that really ruins it.
Really?
I'm not.
Are you kidding?
I don't. I'm not a big condiment guy.
Mayonnaise goes good with anything. Try it with peanut butter.
Yeah, peanut butter's great.
Peanut butter and mayonnaise?
No, peanut butter and turkey.
Now that does sound pretty good. That I would eat. But yeah, between like ketchup and mustard and mayonnaise and vinegar and I don't put any of that.
Oh, I always put
on my
mayonnaise
things.
on my turkey.
Nope.
Do you ever put grape jelly on your clam cakes?
No. Well, it doesn't sound bad. That sounds all right.
Actually, it isn't bad.
Because, but I've over my years of living, I have confused many a fast food worker, and I'm talking McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's and maybe a few others. When you go in and I ask for a cheeseburger plain, and they have no idea what I want, and I go, look.
No lettuce, no tomato,
bread,
no onions.
meat, cheese, bread, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got it? No onions, no. And I've actually had to bring it back. You got it wrong. Oh, no onions? No. Plain.
I remember being in
It's
line.
easier to make this than the way you actually have to make it.
There you go.
What was that,
I
Ian?
remember being in line at a Burger King, and the person in front of me was ordering, and they were arguing with the worker. They wanted a specific thing, and the worker said, "You can't have that." Well, wait a minute. What happened to I have it? You can have it your way.
yeah.
Yeah, but not that way.
Makes you wonder what
So
they were
they-
ordering.
I know.
That they said,
they were having an
no,
argument.
we can't do that.
Can't do it.
Wow.
So the person drove away upset.
After working 2 years at a Burger King, I thought I've heard any kind of bizarre order. People would order the fish sandwich and put bacon on it. Okay, if that's the way you want it, and we would. We I don't know ever. The only time you said no is if we said, oh, can I have a turkey sandwich? Well, we don't have that. Chicken, veal, burgers, and fish. That's what we had.
They have veal?
They used to. It wasn't a huge seller, and I don't know why. Because I thought it tasted great. It was a deep fried veal cutlet, like the chicken that they have there, and yet we had our own marinara sauce that you put on, and a thing of mozzarella cheese. I thought it tasted great. But then there are some people that they're so against veal in any form. It just wasn't a huge seller, so they took it away eventually, and just kept the chicken sandwich going. Still have the fish, I think too. But that's funny that they say we're not gonna do it that way.
They're not going to do it.
That's that's odd.
I mean, we're having a heated argument there.
About it, really? Okay.
And the customer just drove off.
Do you know, Ed? Do you know you can actually? I think you can still do this. You can have a vegan Whopper.
Why would I want that?
Well, I don't know. As people that work there, we never understood it either. Why are you ordering it?
This is like going back to the Beyond Meat and all that other crap.
Well, it is, but there are people out there that wanted everything that came on the Whopper except the burger. So you made it just like the meat was there, and then put it all together, but with no meat. Now, you've got a discount in the price. At the time,
You ought to charge them more for that.
well, they didn't. They actually charged less
Stupidity
because
penalty.
we're not stupidity penalty. But it was 99 cents. This is 40 years ago too. It was 99 cents for the meatless Whopper or the vegan Whopper. I forget what they called it. But
It was still considered a Whopper?
yeah. Well, you had to call it something, and because we had to use those buns. So.
I'd call it something.
But it had everything: the mayonnaise, the lettuce, the tomato, the onions, the ketchup, and the mustard. I think that's everything that was on it, if I can remember. And you put it together, and you wrapped it up, and you wrote, I don't know, a big V on it. This is your vegan Whopper, and I don't know why people ordered this. It was rare, but they did. And like, this is
Oh, you can order it rare?
yeah. Rare.
Like a medium rare.
But I'm like, that is just. I just always. But no, we never said no. Okay, you want the vegan?
Well, my
Whopper? Sure,
my
okay.
sister orders them without the bread because she's gluten.
Intolerant.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do they wrap it in?
Lettuce.
But you can't because maybe this is the argument because the lettuce is shredded. So I don't know what they can wrap it in. Unless they can wrap it in tomatoes, or put it all in a French
They
fry
put it all in the-
box. Here you go.
They put it all on the plate and give her a plastic fork.
Yeah, here you go. Go nuts. All right. Alrighty. One of the dumbest Thanksgiving traditions, at least in my opinion, is going to happen again. I thought if one president was going to stop doing it, I thought it'd be Trump, but he's going to keep doing it, and it's the pardoning of the turkeys. This is the dumbest tradition I think we have going in the United States.
Well, it's as dumb as the Punxsutawney Phil.
Yeah, but that brings in money to that town in Pennsylvania. They look forward to that because people come. It's like the Salem witches. People come from all over and spend tons of money to be in that little town in Pennsylvania.
But to say that it'll be 6 more weeks of winter or not.
Well, right, yeah. But a pair of turkeys are set to be pardoned by President Trump in the Rose Garden today. The turkeys, who are named Gobble and Waddle, are staying at the Willard Hotel. That's another stupid thing that they put them up in a hotel. The turkeys don't care. But they're at the Willard Hotel in Washington, D.C. ahead of the ceremony. First Lady Melania Trump is also expected to take part in the annual tradition. The birds got their names after the First Lady asked people to vote on a short list of possible names on the platform X. But it's going to keep happening, and I don't know why. And I'm waiting for the time when a president actually says this is just dumb, and we're not doing it anymore. I would love to see that.
Well, after the ceremony, they give them to the White House chef.
No, they don't. That's the whole point. You get to live. So anyway,
is he going to use an auto pen or an auto axe or anything like that?
That's a great question. I don't know. Maybe it just be. I think it's just gonna be verbal on this
verbal.
one. Oh. Yeah, a verbal pardon. All right. An anonymous donor is continuing a decades-long tradition of donating turkeys to the Salvation Army. So this is good. 2 semi-trucks carrying 13,000 Thanksgiving turkeys arrived before the sun came up at the Clearwater, Florida campus on Monday, and they are set to go to families in need in Florida. Officials say about 30 years ago, the donor first delivered half a dozen turkeys on her birthday and has upped that number every year. More than 3,500 of the turkeys will go to families driving through the Clearwater campus, while the rest will go to organizations throughout the area who will pass them out to families who want them.
That is good.
That's it doesn't say who it is. They want to stay anonymous, but that's amazing that she.
Yeah, but you said she.
I did, and because that's what's in the story, but I don't have a name of this woman's name. But it does say she in the story.
Okay.
So someone knows who she is. So, yeah, 13,000 Thanksgiving turkeys. Pretty amazing. All right, we're going to take another break here on Coffee and more coming your way. More good turkey talk, let's hope, here on Coffee and program.
OM 1240.
I'm Sia, and I support Humane World for Animals, formerly called the Humane Society of the United States. Together, we have created a new version of Peter Gabriel's beautiful song, Salisbury Hill, to celebrate Humane World for Animals and everything they do. Enjoy the song and join us in helping Humane World for Animals end animal cruelty.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Thanksgiving traditions are terrific. Turkey, stuffing, green bean casserole, pumpkin pie, and high school football. The rivalry continues between Woonsocket and Cumberland. This year, the Villanovans travel to Tucker Field in Cumberland to battle the Clippers. Join Kevin Callahan, Pat Holland, and Brendan McGare as they preview the action on ON, AM, and FM and streaming on our website, WoonsocketRadio.com, Facebook, and YouTube. Kickoff is at 10 a.m. High school football, Woonsocket versus Cumberland, Thanksgiving morning at 10 on the one and only ON, AM, and FM and streaming on our social media. All right, Coffee Ann on ON Radio, and this is Joe Callan here with a crew and AJ Brissett. That's right, we get the high school football coming up on Thursday.
Ooh.
Cumberland versus Woonsocket. It'll take place at Tucker Field this year down in Cumberland. 10 o'clock is when the kickoff is set to begin. And we have our 3 broadcasters down there. My brother Kevin Callahan, along with Pat Howland and Brendan McGarr. We'll bring you all the fun of Woonsocket High and Cumberland High School football.
Is that a traditional rivalry?
61 years. They've been doing this.
I'd say that's a tradition.
Tradition, but I remember my brother doing some research. Initially, it was Woonsocket versus Mount St. Charles.
That's what I
It was
thought.
the Thanksgiving rivalry, and then Mount stopped having football, and
Right.
they said, "We gotta." I don't know how Cumberland was open at the time, but they were. So, and that has just been the tradition ever since.
Well, I
It's been
apologize.
Cumberland and
I
Woonsocket.
cut you off again. Were you giving the time?
Was I giving the time?
The time at the game?
10 o'clock is kickoff time on Thanksgiving morning. We'll have it for you here on the radio, and we'll be streaming it on our website as well if you want to, so you can watch it as well. We'll do our best to give you the sights and sounds of the high school football game this coming Thursday. All right, an elephant down at the Smithsonian's National Zoo in Washington, D.C. is pregnant. How exciting is that? It'll mark the first time a baby elephant will be born at the zoo in 25 years. A long time.
Well, I can account for my whereabouts at the time of the alleged incident.
Ed, where were you? He cannot account for his time.
Played the fifth.
All right. The zoo says the 12-year-old elephant is expected to deliver the baby sometime this winter. And the news comes as a boost for the endangered species, as fewer than 50,000 Asian elephants are left in the world. So,
Did you say it's a 40-year-old elephant?
no, 12-year-old.
12-year-old.
Yep. I didn't say 40 at all.
I got to get these ears fixed.
First elephant born in 25 years. 12-year-old elephant.
It's 37, 12 and 25. It's close to 40.
Yeah.
And now on the other side, since the elephant is being born, at the San Diego Zoo, they're reporting the passing of its beloved Galapagos tortoise.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
The tortoise was named Grandma and was born in 1882.
Wow.
It's 141 years old and just passed away. She arrived sometime at the zoo.
How did they know? They're so slow.
Came with a birth certificate. They say she arrived at the zoo sometime between 1928 and 1931. They didn't really keep that much good records, I guess, back then. And all that made her 141 years old, although it's not polite to ask a woman her age. Grandma saw 20 presidents, 2 world wars, 2 pandemics, and a formal celebration of life has not been planned yet, but the zoo says people will want to celebrate Grandma, eat some fruit salad. That was her favorite meal. So there you go.
Now, that's sad.
That the tortoise passed away?
I love tortoises.
Do you?
Yeah.
Did you ever visit this one? Did you ever get out to the San Diego Zoo?
I've been to the San Diego Zoo, but I don't remember the tortoise.
The tortoise, okay. All right. Now, we had this story, this is a couple of months back. There's this rap artist named David, and he spells it the letter D, then the number 4, and then V, and then D. And he was out on tour, but yet a body was found in his car out in California. Do you remember hearing this story at all?
I do.
Okay, Ed remembers. AJ, no. All right. Yeah, so they're asking him all sorts of questions. Well, he's like, I don't know. I'm somewhere else. Yeah, that's my car, but I don't know the guy. But more details are being shared about the death of the man that was in the car. His name is Celeste Rivas, and according to TMZ, the Los Angeles Medical Examiner received pieces of Rivas' body when they were partially frozen. They had been thawing for several weeks before being discovered in the front trunk of his Tesla. Her head was decapitated and the limbs were removed from the torso. The medical examiner initially said Rivas was the victim of an apparent homicide, but the office is having trouble ruling an official cause of death. The Los Angeles Police Department's Robbery Homicide Division does not consider the case a homicide and can make does consider the case a homicide and can make an arrest even if the cause of death isn't determined. It has something to do with it was frozen and they can't determine the cause of death.
Well, it certainly isn't a suicide.
Well, you don't think so? Yeah. So. But
it's like stabbing yourself in the back 17 times.
So, you don't want to. Yeah. just a very, very bizarre case.
Really?
And I guess the rap artist, he's not a suspect in any of this. So, but someone had access to his car.
It reminds me of an article I read in the newspaper a little while ago about the police found a woman dead and she had been beaten, and they found her in a dumpster, and they suspected a homicide.
They suspect, yeah.
What could it be?
A note called in. Yep, sounds like a clear case of self-decapitation suicide.
Yeah, yes. So I was thinking.
It's a perfect example of that. And that's an old George Carlin joke.
No, this was true.
Well, he had it as part of his shtick, about part of his deal, like going back to the 1970s. Basically, it's been him being the newscaster saying a man who was basically was stabbed 17 times, died, and the police think it's murder.
Well, I thought they suspected suicide.
No, they suspect murder in this case, but we're not 100% sure. All right, just over half the U.S. population has a neurological disease or disorder. All right.
How do they know?
There's three of us here, so two of us have one, and one of us doesn't. So who has it? All right. That's according to new research published in the journal JAMA Neurology. Researchers found that 180 million Americans have a medical condition that impacts the health of the nervous system. Most prevalent were tension headaches and migraines. See, that's everybody, it seems. And I wouldn't consider that a neurological disease, but I'm not a medical person.
Right.
So I guess if you have a tension headache, I guess technically it affects your nervous system, so therefore you have a disease or disorder.
I blame it on the parents or global warming.
Well, all right, that makes sense.
Okay, so before I forget, though, I just want to remind our listener that tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning at 2 a.m., you would do well to remember that you should set your bathroom scale back 15 pounds to prepare yourself for Thanksgiving.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
How'd you come about that information?
I came about that information from you.
Oh, that's right.
You must eat a lot. I've always seen it as 10 pounds.
You reminded me, so I need to remind our listener.
All right, Ed.
Yes?
Powerball jackpot, $681 million.
Oh, goody.
Time to go out and play. Lottery players have one more shot at the massive Powerball jackpot before the Thanksgiving holiday. There was no grand prize winner on Monday night, so the jackpot jumps to $681 million with the next drawing on Wednesday. The cash option on that works out to over $315 million, with the odds of winning 1 in 292 million.
Could be worse.
It could be 293 million. And it'll probably go up to that at some point as well. They are reminding you for Thanksgiving, if you're one of these people that like to not cook the bird in the oven, you like to deep fry it outside, to please be careful and not set yourself on fire.
Really?
Florida Fire Marshal says use common sense, especially if you're frying your bird. Keep the fryer far away from your home. Want to set the house on fire.
And from your person.
Yeah, and keep it at ground level. Make sure your turkey is completely thawed. Oh, have you ever seen videos of that where they put the frozen turkey in the oil? Wow, crazy. Make sure it's completely thawed before putting it in the hot oil. Do not overfill the fryer. Keep the kids away. This isn't a participation thing. Keep the kids far away and your fire extinguisher close by. That's all good information right there.
I don't understand why that's become so popular.
I don't know either.
I think I know of one person that may have tried. It's the taste is different.
It is.
Because it's been deep fried and you get that nice coating on the outside of the bird. They just say it tastes a little better. So I don't know if they stick with it at all time. I didn't bring this up on the air yesterday. I was talking with the senior scene people yesterday. Here's another good PSA if you're getting ready if you're cooking at your house on Thanksgiving. Okay, ready? When you go to preheat the oven, you really should check if there's anything already inside the oven.
Like a piece of plastic thing.
or a cake.
A cake.
I had a chocolate cake in the oven. And I went and now I'm preheating the oven. And like 20 minutes later, why do I smell chocolate cooking?
Wow.
No more chocolate cake. It had completely melted.
You thought it was a potato, twice baked.
Twice baked potato. Well, that's why I thought. But the turkey tasted a little like chocolate that year, which isn't a bad thing, by the way.
Not a bad thing.
that actually tasted
Chocolate
okay.
coated turkey.
Yeah,
No, not a bad thing.
So make sure always. That's good anytime that you preheat the oven. You really should open up the door, take a quick look to make sure no one has put something in there that you weren't expecting to be in there.
I would expect, like Ed said, plastic.
Well, part of the plastic was starting to melt. No, I'm sorry. Not in this case, because we didn't have it on a plastic dish. We had it on a regular plate dish, so it wasn't plastic. So that
those
I didn't
could
have
crack
melted
too.
plastic. It didn't. Lucky on that. It was very hot taking it out. I remember that. Make sure you use oven mitts to get it out of the house. Then you had to clean the oven because the chocolate had fallen over. So and now you have smoke. It's like,
did it burn? Why
no, it just melted. The cake just melted itself. It just gets so hot and just whoosh. Now we had no cake.
But you couldn't stick a spoon in it and eat it?
No, it's not pudding, you know. All right, that'll do it for the show for today.
Wait.
Oh, your thing of the day. Your thought of the day. I almost forgot.
Thought of the day.
Yes, what is it?
Now, this is a useful tip.
Better than the preheat the oven?
A useful, since we're approaching, we are in shopping season,
Yes.
holiday shopping season. So as you're making your list, here's a useful tip for you. You can buy yourself a decent pair of shoes for $2 at any bowling alley for yourself or as a gift for someone on your list.
A good friend of yours.
And they're trendy.
Yeah, they are trendy. They're very, very fashionable. My dad was a bowler, so he had his own shoes. I said, how come they don't look as fun as they are at the bowling alley? I don't want to wear those shoes. So he got normal looking bowling shoes. All right, that'll do it for the show for today. Thank you very much for listening in. Ed Crew, thanks for being here.
Okay, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
And happy Thanksgiving to you. AJ, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you, and happy Thanksgiving.
Always a pleasure to have you here, I think. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. All right. Once again, no Do You Remember today. Gary Smith is not feeling well. We hope Do You Remember returns tomorrow here on ON Radio.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. U.S.-backed efforts to end the Russia-Ukraine war appear to be gaining momentum. Army Secretary Dan Driscoll was dispatched to Abu Dhabi today to meet with Russian officials over a peace plan negotiated between the U.S. and the Ukrainians. The latest reporting is that a common understanding has been reached, and Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky could even travel to the U.S. in the coming days to finalize the deal. Today will be one of the busiest days on the roads for Thanksgiving travelers, according to AAA.